Um, I've been I've been getting a little bit involved in my Facebook account recently, putting out information. I've got over 3,500 friends. If you can get friends just by, you guys know, just trying to search for friends, or friends will pretty much, or people will try to add you, fake friends, whatever. Maybe because I've had some exposure in the past because I've released some music, some albums, some rap music. So there's some people out there that still know me that are trying to or have been added to my account, which is probably one of the reasons why I've got that much friends. My point is, females know what's going on. They chase you. They're very switched on. Their antennas are up, really, really out there. Always on the pursuit of male utility. For the last 2, 3 months, I've had this female that's been stalking me, following me, giving me hints here and there. And I'm just laughing at her in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, you dumb bitch. I mean, you haven't got a clue who you're trying to mess with. Not like I'm going to let her even mess with me because I'm celibate and I'm very, very proud of that. They will check your status, look into your videos, your photos. If you're single, they'll work you out real quick. And if they realize that you're single, even though you've been in the past relationship and they are looking for male utility, what they'll do is they'll put out these hints like a picture. You'll have a picture of this specific female with her son, who will be about 4 or 5 years old, and she'll write above or below that photo, "The only man in my life." That there obviously is to lure in men that are looking for a female, looking to partner up. But the days of the apes are over. The day of information and intellect is here. Men have stepped up their game and have walked away. Simple. Now, I've got a lot of friends, as I said earlier, that I do speak to, but primarily speak to in order to help them. They're going through very hard times. One example is my friend who goes by the name of Mo. I'm going to delete his surname because I don't think it's fair for me to obviously reveal his information to that extent. But what is written here is, never use your kids as a weapon or as weapons. One day they will realize and fire back at you. Oh, I can't wait for that day. And my friend here, for the last few weeks, he's been pleading with his ex to at least let him see his kids. Just let me see my kids. I just want to see my kids. This is very, very hard. People don't understand. Men don't understand why we get angry. And this is why I understand where messengerizing is coming from. And I back him all the way on this. Mo wasn't that angry a few weeks back. He thought he might have a chance to see his kids. He thought there was a little bit of hope. He didn't realize to what extent the system favors women and the type of mindset that females have taken on. See, females know they can screw you before they even get into a relationship. This is what most men don't realize. Just bring this up. Bring it up in front of a group of females. I do. I bring it up in front of my own sisters. And I see that smirk on their face. They know that I know their game. They realize that I know their game. Even though they try to mask it up with some words and try to say something smart, I pull them up straight away on it. And I tell them, I know you know. Don't make it out like you can fool me. Don't even think you can fool me. And that smirk, that grin is wiped off their face really fast. Now, Mo is obviously single. He's a guy with tattoos. He's got the appearance of a bad boy and what have you. But this ordeal that he's going through is really, really tormenting him, and it's breaking him down, and I can see it. I can see it in some of his images. I can see it in some of his messages that he writes as texts. Now, when he wrote this comment, he had a few messages respond, and you had some females say, there's a female here that says, every bitch gets their day, stay strong, Mo. Now, this is a female saying this, but Mo probably thinks that, every female that is a bitch will get their day. And this female is giving me advice. Yeah, I'll stay strong. Yeah, oh, thank you, female, for giving me advice. But this female that's giving you advice is the one that will play that same game. Another one, right under that one, cannot wait either. Again, really, you can't wait. You're the same type of mindset as well, just following this man that's going through a hard time. And if you were in the same predicament, your husband was working, you were using him as a utility, and let's just say he became quadriplegic, you're going to leave him. You're going to look for male utility. Then I stepped in and I wrote, I pretty much wrote a lengthy message. And I do this all the time because I want some of this information to really sink into this guy's mind, like I do with all these other men that I also try to assist. Now, I know it's a lot of information, but if some of this information gets digested, it will hopefully help him. Now, I wrote, 98% of females use their kids as weapons, even when they are in the relationship. Now, mind you, even though I wrote 98%, and that's a high figure to a lot of people, I believe 100% of females. But I'm on my Facebook page, and I'm a public figure, so I'm going to just use 98%, which is nearly 100% anyway. 98% of females use their kids as weapons, even when they are in the relationship. It just gets heaps worse when a separation happens. Most men have realized this and want nothing to do with women anymore. Not marriage, not even cohabitation. We were raised to think highly of females. Then when you get educated, you find out that the worst domestic violence is female on female violence. Yes, female on female violence. Government is corrupt and uses kids as weapons against men to make money. What would happen if Selling stopped giving handouts? History is repeating itself, just like in Rome, Sparta, and modern-day Romania, Ukraine, and Russia. If females don't pull up, they have a big shock coming their way. This day that you can't wait for, Mo, is just around the corner. Not only for your ex, but all females around the world. They've abandoned their din, which is religion. Doesn't matter what type of religion they stem from anyway. They've abandoned their din and chosen the path of secular law. Secular law has caused them to be pedestalized and think that they are goddesses. Little do they know, most females will do exactly what your ex did to you, bro. Most females will also take this as an attack on them when it is not. I can even use statistics to prove this is the case. Statistics from the Australian Bureau of Statistics and other research, including studies such as Main, Shahal and Corson. The attitude of females today is why MGTOW has become the biggest and fastest growing group/movement in the world. Men have turned their back on females in government because they have turned their back on us. Now, maybe I didn't even have to read that whole thing. I just should have left it there. But anyway, I read it. Not even 10 minutes later, this same female that's been following me writes, females aren't that bad, and uses my name. I'm not going to use my name for legal reasons because of what I'm going through and crap. But this is the same one that has a 5-year-old or a 4-year-old son that's telling me, giving me hints and other men hints that she, and as in her son, is the only man in her world. She's going to write that to me. I mean, is she normal? I just wrote back to her, prove it, where's your onus of proof? And this is where the shaming strategy kicks in by this female. I think you just need to relax a bit. Relax being the shaming word of choice here. She's being nice. She doesn't want to go too hard on me because she has some interest. And I go, what makes you think I'm not relaxed? Have I said something that hurt your feelings? Did something that I say offend you? I'll never stand down. I'm a man, and shaming tactics such as relax will never move me. By the way, I haven't even started yet. I will be uploading a series of videos on my channel that will start wakening men up to all the corruption, or waking men up to all the corruption. And then I added another comment after that. I'm sick and tired of seeing other men get hurt by the system and females that partake in it. This is what makes me angry. What makes me angry is females will deny. Females will consistently deny that there is a problem and that they are pretty much the problem. We know legislation is a problem, but females don't need to keep pulling the trigger even when they're handed the gun. You see, this is why females are the problem, and this is what I'll be getting to in my future videos. I'm sick and tired of talking about feminism. Feminism, it's been covered. We know what feminism is, what it's really about, how it's evil, and what have you. And evil is evil. Evil is something that it's not even necessarily a religious word. Evil is just something that is extremely bad. And females are worse than extremely bad. And if that offends you, I actually don't give a shit whether you're a male or female. If I was to say that females are evil and it offends you, I don't care if it offends you. If it offends you, I mean, if I see you chewing gum, if I see you chewing some chewing gum like a cow, am I going to tell you that it offends me? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how I chew in front of you. I'm over all this bullshit. People don't care that a man suffers. People don't care that kids suffer. Why should I care about your little measly feels? Whether you're a man or female that wants to bag men out, I don't care about your feels because you're the one that's hurting men. This one here, she's not the only one that's following me around trying to, tone me down because there's some interest and they're trying to mold me. The only thing that I'm going to give them is the birdie. That's, flip them the birdie styles. But on a serious note, and that's all serious anyway, but on a more serious note, there are so many men out there that are going through this shit. I'm probably dealing with about anywhere between 13, maybe 15 men that are going through this. And these guys, man, when you see them, they're like, before this shit hits them, they're staunch. I'm not going to say you wouldn't want to fuck with them, but these guys are men of high caliber. They're decent. Call them alpha if you like, and they're getting fucked by the system. They're not alpha. There's no such thing as an alpha male when you have legislation. There is only the perception of an alpha male because we, as human beings, like to categorize and put things in a box. The only alpha male is legislation, but it just doesn't have a penis. And this legislation that doesn't have a penis, but is the alpha male, has given females the gun. And females are using that gun. And some men out there will say to you, but not all females are like that. But then we'll tell you until they're like that. If females aren't going to do anything about it to fix up the system, then what can prove to you or to me that they actually give a shit? Do you see any females protesting? Or do you think a couple of videos here and a couple of videos there, oh yeah, females are feminists, they're wrong, they're bad. Us females, we're actually good. Oh really? Oh thank you. I'm coming back to your plantation. Oh, I'm coming to you, baby. No fucking way. At the very least, you would think that these men would think to themselves, oh, okay, because I see men chasing these females, even on YouTube, supporting them. Oh, cool, you want to support them? Cool, you do your thing, but I'm going to talk about you, and it's cool because I'm going to do my thing. You want to support them. What are they really doing for you? What are they doing for you? Are they helping your situation out? What are they helping your anxiety out? Take a good look at yourself in the mirror. What are they truly doing for you? Are they At the very least, are they even trying to change legislation? They ain't trying to do anything for you. As a man going his own way, I couldn't give a shit if these females were to change legislation, whether they didn't or what. But for you, open your eyes. Open your eyes. As soon as a female speaks, yeah, these females are wrong, and you know what? This female, she's going to get her day, and I hope it's really, really soon. Is that like a glimmer of hope for you? Do you see, where does that come from? It's like she's carrying a torch for you at the Olympics. These females that go onto your channel, your Facebook channel, or page, or whatever it's called, and tell you, yeah, I hope and I can't wait, and every bitch gets their day, and I can't wait for her to get her day, and whatever. Man, when you go onto their channel, they don't even talk about you. They don't even think about you. They got these stupid, pathetic duck poses, all these tongue poses, and you'll get a whole herd of cows rushing in just to like that pathetic pose. They'll never mention you. They don't even talk about you. They do not care for you. Why? Because all females are like that. All women are like that. They just don't give a shit. So if you don't wake up now, I don't know when you're going to wake up, but if you wake up, you're going to help yourself. It's good to help yourself. Talk to you guys soon.